Today, a big match programme dominated by golden goals. First, from a wonderful FA Cup semi-final between Chelsea and Watford, our match today, and our guest from that match is Alan Hudson, the brilliant Chelsea youngster. And then by the first week of our 1970 Golden Goals competition, today we bring you the 12 best goals from our big match season. But first, it's the FA Cup. Chelsea against Watford at White Hart Lane, on a pitch where the Spurs ground staff had worked unsparingly to provide a service that will be difficult still, but playable. Chelsea field their most powerful side, one that promises to be the best in the club's history. And back in that side, after injury, is that determined young striker, Ian Hutchinson. He's missed the last 3 games, but now his physical strength will be an asset. Watford, meanwhile, know how tough it's going to be. They are without skipper Keith Eddy, but they have the skill and spirit that's already beaten Stoke and Liverpool. And, of course, they have Barry Endine, the man who scored the winner against Liverpool, a lively player who will need watching. Watford are dangerous underdogs, and Chelsea will not underestimate Endine and company. There's a wonderful atmosphere and tension about the place, with a crowd of 55,000. Now, for everybody, Wembley is 90 minutes away. And so it's Watford, in their shirts of gold, who get this semi-final away. Back to Peter Bonetti. Chelsea in their customary all-blue strip. Wally getting in and robbed by Osgood. And Scullion getting in before Harris. Garbutt. And now Love. Endine with Scullion outside him. Happens today, this surely is the greatest day in the history of Eddie McCready. Here he is, the history of Watford Football Club. The first time they've ever got to a semi-final. For so many years Watford have struggled in the 3rd division. Now they're struggling in the 2nd, and not many people give them very much hope in this semi-final against Chelsea, 3rd from the top of the 1st division. Referee, in fact, Gordon Hill, a headmaster from Leicester, and probably one of the most respected referees in Britain today. McCready with the kick for Chelsea. Osgood and Hutchinson getting underneath it, and Williams not putting it very far away. Hutchinson getting up well again. Webb is right up there, and there's not too much positive action there, and Houseman almost getting in. And in fact it was young Mike Packer who saved Watford from a very early disaster indeed. Challenging Houseman fiercely enough to prevent the Chelsea number 11 just poking that one in. Mike Walker, a Welsh under-23 goalkeeper, with the kick. And really Watford's defence was very slow indeed to get that one away. It's Hudson now for Chelsea. And Hudson, and this time it's Wellborn taking it from the back, and a corner to Chelsea. Watford in defence, looking very shaky, very unsure of themselves. Chelsea, of course, rampaging through the last part of this season. They've lost only 3 of their last 30 games. Hudson, and Dempsey right up, and it's nailed by Webb. David Webb. Precisely 2.5 minutes gone. David Webb, who scored the first goal in the last round against Queen's Park Rangers, almost as quickly. Well, they are the Chelsea supporters, and they are delighted, and there is the scoreline. Well, that really makes it tougher still for Watford. Ray Love, who was such a hero against Liverpool, my goodness, they're going to look to him now. Duncan Wellborn, the skipper. Remember, they were without their normal skipper, Keith Eddy. Here's Wellborn again. Really losing out on that one. And here's Hollins for Chelsea. Garbutt, Scullion, and Dempsey for Chelsea. Dave Sexton on the left. Doesn't look as happy as he might be after that early lead. Back of the Lees. And now Mike Walker. Terry Garbutt. Headed by McCready, straight there for Garbutt. Still Garbutt with a shot! And a goal! By Garbutt! My goodness, what a surprise! With 11 minutes gone. Completely surprised that Chelsea defence. And somehow Bonetti mistimed that dive. 1-1. Well, after that very early goal by Webb, it looked as though this afternoon would run the course that so many people expected. But now Watford have pulled themselves together superbly. There's Terry Garbutt, number 8, the man who scored it. And now it's Owen. And Webb making no mistake. Well, he scored only 2 goals this season before this game, and that was his first goal in the Cup. It couldn't have come at a better moment for Watford. Indeed trying to head it back, but it's Webb. Well, they've got plenty to shout about now, these Watford fans. Wellborn with the throw. And Dempsey getting above Endy to let him know that he's there. Terry Garbutt. Scullion trying to come away from McCready. Scullion pulled him down, but the referee was not indicating anything like a penalty. Although it was very significant the way the Scullion went past McCready in a very dangerous looking position. Referee Hill had no doubts whatsoever that it should be a goal kick. Hutchinson up to flick it on. Wally. And Hutchinson beating him, and now it's Cook. Well beaten. So it's Garbutt. Really went in very, very firmly and strongly and unfairly on Garbutt. Chelsea the last few minutes have found a certain amount of difficulty holding these Watford men coming forward, and now it's Williams, number 3, to plant another ball into that Chelsea penalty area. Garbutt looking to get underneath it and beating Harris in the air, but it's Harris getting it away. Osgood neatly finding Hutchinson. Hutchinson and plenty of room for Cook. Oh, good running there and a good pass from Cook to find Hutchinson. Scullion. Shaking off Collins. And Owen right through. McCready trying to cover. Still Owen. And Endine in the middle. And Bonetti making sure. Good play by Watford. A good run by Brian Owen. Cook. Collins. Lees getting himself into trouble and getting out of it. Wouldn't mind betting his heart missed a beat there, though. Webb. Houseman.
Hudson, neatly through there for Osgood. Finding Cook. McCready up there making the overlap. That's aimed towards Hutchinson, turning it over towards Osgood. And now Hudson! Oh, good save! By Walker. From Hudson. Hutchinson finding Houseman. Osgood getting the boos from the Watford supporters. Scully and well back. Williams. Endy. Williams. Linesman had his flag up for offside against Barry Endine. David Webb with the kick for Chelsea. Hutchinson to Cook. Cook beating his man. Osgood going in, and now Houseman to drive it back again. And the whistle had gone. There was an infringement in that 6-yard area. First, this Houseman who tried to drive it back, that was really the first time that Cook had beaten Williams. And that really threatened a good deal of danger to Watford. Hutchinson to Hudson, and Webb has gone bursting through, and now Peter Houseman, just over! Taken with the outside of his boot, curling all the way, and a little too high. Owen, Williams. Garbage. And Hollins just a little too ferocious with that tackle. A free kick to Watford. And he's really giving Hollins a piece of his mind. Williams with the kick for Watford. Trying to backhead it to Endine, a shot by Garbutt, and it's still not away. And again, Chelsea in rather desperate straits in their own penalty area. Webb finally giving away the corner. And nobody can doubt as we get towards half-time that Watford thoroughly deserve to be level. Chelsea throw. Hutchinson nodding on nicely to look for Houseman. Now Love to Scullion. Garbutt. Webb's got to go for it, and there was a lack of understanding there between Webb, Dempsey and Bonetti. Webb flicked on by Hollins. Hutchinson well up. But it's Wally for Watford. Hudson again. And now Houseman. Wellborn closing in on him. Still Houseman. And a good save by Walker. Well, question marks against this goalkeeper, but he's done everything for Watford this afternoon. Certainly that was the best break for Chelsea for quite a while. Hutchinson, Hollins, and Lug is there first. And a free kick given to Watford. Owen to Wally. And McGreedy. Mike Packer. No, it's gone through instead to Love. Endine's gone bursting, or rather Garbutt. Here he is, gone bursting on a tremendous 30-yard run. Finding Scullion. The little dipper towards the near post. Endine to flick it on, and Bonetti to gather. Beaten by the bounce, although in all honesty the pitch hasn't played nearly as badly as a lot of people feared. David Webb, Hutchinson and Williams. Just under a minute to go to half time, plus a bit of injury time. Hutchinson to try another long throw. Trying to get under it and flick it on. Wally is there, and then Wellborn. Harris, Houseman, a little too delicate, and Wellborn can get in. Dave Sexton was saying before this game, the thing that had worried him about Watford was their great togetherness, the fact that they played together as a team for so long. And really it's been a wonderful team effort by Watford in this first half. And nobody can doubt that they more than deserve to be level. Endine and Hudson having a tussle, and the free kick given Chelsea's way. Talk about, there goes in fact the whistle for half-time. David Webb, who put Chelsea ahead so early in the game. And it was Terry Garbutt, there he goes, who scored that surprise equaliser for Watford, going in with manager Ken Furphy to make the half-time score here at White Hart Lane. Chelsea 1, Watford 1. More soccer for you in just a couple of minutes. So Chelsea know just how much they've got to raise their game now to fight their way through to Wembley. 1-1 at half-time, and Watford well deserving to be right in this game. So Chelsea then getting us away for the second half. Owen doing a nice little 1-2 there with Garbutt. Quite apart from scoring the goal for Watford, Garbutt really has played such an active part right along that Watford front line. Packer putting it straight into touch, not very happy with himself. Cook whom we've seen very little so far, with the throw for Chelsea. Cook again. Did well there, Wally, keeping that in. To try to get Houseman away, and Wellborn is there. Still Wellborn, oh, putting it straight to Osgood. Wally, Packer, and now Lugg, and now Scullion. Trying to switch it there for Owen. Garbutt. Good play by Watford. Someone backing up. Oh, but that's straight for Cook. Oh, Williams trying to take him from the back, but Cook is away. He's got Osgood in the middle. And Hutchinson as well. Oh! Almost in slow motion, it seemed, that save from Walker. Just managed to grab it and hold it at the second go. Packer. Ending chasing, and McCready putting Dempsey into trouble, and then getting out of it, and Harris a little too slack with his clearance, but this time finding Cook. Still this slightly casual air about Chelsea, and Watford are showing so much more urgency about it. Charlie Cook. Chelsea's throw. McCready. Cook. Packer. Carrying it across field for Brian Owen. It's Harris to Webb. Hollins. And Osgood laying it off for Hutchinson. Hutchinson in turn laying it off for Hudson. There's Houseman outside him, Osgood in the middle. And Osgood! Peter Osgood! 2-1 to Chelsea. Scored in every round, Peter Osgood, and now he's capped that record, and he puts Chelsea ahead. Poor Watford, there's the Chelsea crowd, at last something for them to cheer. Poor Watford, who've done so much and deserve certainly to be level, are now behind again. Ken Murphy of Watford on the right. And he must be very relieved, Dave Sexton on the left. Hudson. Beautifully measured ball there for Cook. Playing it wide of Williams. Oh, and Hutchinson doing the dummy, and Wally was behind him. Straight to Hudson. And that's Houseman. On the volley. Good work by Walker. He caught it well on the volley, though. And Dempsey, a backheader to Bonetti. Hudson. Taken from the back. And so a free kick given against Packer of Watford. Looks very much as though Watford are going to bring on a substitute. Brian Garvey, limbering up. Wally getting under it, but only as far as Hudson. Now Cook. Showing one dummy after another, but he's still got two men to get past. Harris. Offside. Desperately trying to attract the referee's attention to bring on Brian Garvey. I wonder if it's Duncan Welborn who took that knock. Well, nobody seems to. In fact, it's Owen who looks. It's Owen who's going off. The number 11, Brian Owen, going off for Watford. So Garvey comes on. Dempsey, running it sideways there for Webb. Oh, good ball by Webb to Houseman. Still he goes, he's got a pretty tough left foot, is Houseman. Still he goes on, and a goal by Houseman! 3-1! And that really must be the killer. But it seemed that Peter Houseman aimed to shoot 3 or 4 times and changed his mind. And still the chance was there. And finally he took it. So Peter Houseman makes it 3-1 to Chelsea with just over a quarter of an hour to go. Dempsey, Osgood, Garbutt, Welborn, and Logue was having a right go at Osgood there, and he's surely got to stop that and have a word with him, and indeed he is. And so it's a free kick to Chelsea. John Hollins to take it. Hutchinson trying to get underneath it, being held down by Welborn. Cook. And Garvey right back to Garbutt. Cook. And again Brian Garvey. Dempsey. Cooley to Hudson. Harris. Hutchinson. Webb. Hudson following up. Cook. Oh, with his left foot. Well covered by Walker. Alan Hudson. Cook. Hudson again. Oh, through his legs. And now to Osgood. Hutchinson. Still Hutchinson. There he goes, number 4. By Hutchinson. So Watford, like Queen's Park Rangers and Crystal Palace before them, look like being demolished by this Chelsea side. So often Chelsea seem to save some of their best and most efficient work to the last third of the game. And with those 3 rather rapid goals, They really must have put this one beyond any doubt now. Volley. Free kick to Watford. It's Wellborn to take the kick. Garbett and Webb away. Wellborn again. Wellborn. And Garbett. Williams. Webb. Osgood, Lee still sticking faithfully to him. Lug. Oh, beaten by Houseman. Garbett. Wally. And now McCready. Lug to Wellborn. Watford still bravely coming forward, but Harris there to stop him this time. And McCready and Hollins. Oh, the referee getting in the way, and so it's ending to take it up for Watford. Wally to try one, and Bonetti so short. Charlie Cook. That one caught on the wind a bit. Hutchinson, Houseman. Hutchinson, oh, a nice little 1-2 there for Houseman. There it is, number 5. Peter Houseman second, Chelsea's 5th. Chelsea 5, Watford 1, and Wembley is waiting for them. That was his second goal. Beautiful move there with Hutchinson. And now it's Chelsea all the way. Packer to Garbett. Harris, under a minute to go. Hutchinson with a throw that almost sets Houseman away. Well, he scored 2 goals, so he should be fairly happy. Terry Garbett. Wellborn. Hutchinson. Osgood. Hutchinson. Played wide for Houseman, Hollins and Cook to converge on it. Hollins. Hutchinson after it. Osgood! There it is for the sixth! No, disallowed! Disallowed! A brilliantly conceived goal, but disallowed, presumably for offside. So 5-1 it stays. And there goes the final whistle. Chelsea are through to Wembley. They got there in 1967 and were beaten by Tottenham. Now they're there again by the handsome margin of 5 goals to 1. Watford, for so long, bravely a force in this game. In the end, demolished by the superior understanding and skills of Chelsea. Number 5, Walter Lees. What a superb game he had against Osgood. But in the end, it's Chelsea's day. And the final score in this semi-final of White Hart Lane is Chelsea 5, Watford 1.
And out of that Chelsea victory, our studio guest today, 18-year-old Alan Hudson, with him Jimmy Hill.
Well, Alan, it was a wonderful match yesterday. I thought both sides provided a terrific spectacle. Did you ever feel in the first half that you weren't going to get to Wembley?
Not so much first half, at half-time, yeah.
At half-time, you might have gone out and taken money on Watford?
No, well, I thought if our form didn't change in the second half, we were in for a struggle, you know.
But you got a good start in this game with a typical Chelsea goal from the corner. You know, the usual 2 defenders up, Dempsey flicks it on and Webb puts it in the net. But then it was this goal from Watford, the Terry Garbick goal, which really caught you out, I think, and threw you back. Do you think this could have been stopped?
I wouldn't like to say.
This header was a bit careless, I think, of Eddie McCready. I think he should have headed that for distance. But there's Terry Garbick, who comes in and makes it from this moment, whacks it, but it's not as hardly hit as it looks. It pitches in front of Bonetti, there in the sand, and goes up again over the top of his dive. And I think, although it looked a soft goal, the fact that it pitched early and slowed up, I think, put Peter off on it.
Yeah, definitely.
What did Dave say to you at half-time?
He came in at half-time and said, well done, you know.
Well done. What, to be
going.
1-1 with Watford?
Yeah, well, you know, I think the lads know when they're not playing well, there's no need to, you know, be told, you know.
But in the end, what it brought about, this bit of encouragement, really, perhaps than having a go at you, brought about this super goal, which put you in the lead.
Oh,
you
yeah.
played a bit in that. What did you feel about it?
That was a great goal, yeah. Fantastic when it went, you know, set going in there.
There's Ozzy using the Chelsea technique of getting your body across an opponent, and Ian Hutchinson does exactly the same here with his backside. You practice this, don't you?
Yeah, we do it a lot in training. We spend about an hour a day, you know.
Getting in first with your body and then playing the ball. Well, here you come into the picture here.
Yeah, I looked for Ozzy for a 1-2 and then realised that Nobby Houseman would be out on his own.
Nobby Houseman.
Seeing the fullback had come in to get me, you know.
Well, there's Nobby Houseman given so much room, but what he's got to do is get the ball up over the goalkeeper's hands. And he does that exactly. There it is. He chips it up. The goalkeeper's distracted by Ian Hutchinson on the near post. It beats his hands by 6 inches, and there's Ozzy left with an open goal right in the centre, and looks as if he's in Regent's Park Zoo there with the animals for a moment. A wonderful moment, and that, of course, settled you down.
Right.
What about this player, Peter Houseman?
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic. Got so much skill, yeah.
I mean, he measured that one beautifully, didn't he?
Yeah, well, put the ball at his foot and, you know, he can do near enough anything, right, you know.
Then, in fact, of course, having laid on a goal for Peter Osgood, he then took it into his own hands and produced what perhaps, I think, perhaps was the finest goal of the game, would you say?
Yeah, without a doubt. It was
Finest individual goal, of course, because it was started well here by Dempsey. He heads it well to Webb, which gives him the chance there to play it through to Peter Houseman, and he picks it up now. See how many opponents he takes on. He's not really tackled. There's one. He's taken on one man. He muddles it slightly through the second one, but it shows his good balance as he's dribbling through. Look, the tackle doesn't work. Now watch how cleverly he whips it inside there, left foot, right foot, and then the speed that he gets his shot in, right into the corner of the net. A really wonderful individual effort, and one that gives us a bit of pleasure, because I can remember we had him on the big match last year. I don't know if you saw it, when he was lacking a little confidence and the crowd were getting at him.
Yeah.
But I think they're realising now what a super player he is.
Yeah.
He's a player's player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's realising this now.
Yeah. But Ian Hutchinson, who came back yesterday, another one of the Chelsea twin striker, the spearhead up front, he got a beautiful goal.
Yeah, it's a great goal, yeah.
Came from a Watford goal kick there, again headed well out by Chelsea, but there you are picking it up. Tell us about that now.
I picked up there and had a 1-2 with Charlie and ran it inside, and when I was
That's a
inside...
bit cheeky.
Yeah. I was thinking more of scoring myself, you know.
Were you?
I went a 1-2 with Oz and, you know, I was through in the 12.
Ozzy plays it off well and quickly, but at that moment, you see the speed of that turn and the complete determination of getting that ball in the back of the net and no one else.
Yeah, so strong. Yeah.
He is strong.
Yeah.
He's quick too, isn't he? When he really moves through a big fella.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, the final moment came to Peter Houseman again, who lots of papers have written up as the hero of the game today. I think a word should have been said for Ronnie Harris. I didn't see him putting a foot wrong yesterday. Defenders don't get that much encouragement, really, as forwards, perhaps. What do you think about his game?
I played well, yeah.
Well, there was Peter Houseman's last moment, and Hutch makes it for him there. There's lovely control there of a high ball. And Arthur Rowe would love to watch this one, because as Houseman picks it up, he sets himself for the old push and run movement which Spurs brought into play so many years back. There's a lovely pace ball off from Hutchinson into space, and Houseman accelerates onto it, waits while the goalkeeper dives to his right, realises he's done that, and slides it into the net off the inside of his foot past his left-hand side. Well, a wonderful finish for Chelsea to that game, Alan. A wonderful season for you, 18 years of age, just into the first team at the start of the season, and now you're at Wembley. You going to get nervous over the next few weeks?
No, not. I probably will, a week before the game, or even a couple of nights before the game, you know.
Were you nervous early on yesterday?
Yeah, I was nervous about half an hour before the game, and the first 20 minutes was a bit tense.
Yeah.
But forgetting that and realising what was at stake, you know, it just brought the best out.
Well, if that's what you do when you're nervous, I'd hate to see you when you're relaxed. Anyway, Watford fans, I think you must be proud of your team for the way they played yesterday, and good luck to them for the rest of the season in the league. I'm sure they'll stay safe. They did you proud. And the Chelsea fans, of course, like me, a Londoner, looking forward to Chelsea beating either Leeds or Manchester United in the final of the Cup. Alan, I hope you're there. I hope you score a couple of goals this time in Chelsea's victory. Thank you very much for coming in with us.
Thank you.
And there'll be more of Alan Hudson later in the programme. But now this is the first week of our 1970 Golden Goals competition. What we're going to do today is show you the 12 best goals seen on the big match this season, chosen by you from the thousands of postcards that we've had from you in the last 6 weeks. And during this next week, our Golden Goals panel will be sitting and choosing the 6 best from those 12, which we shall show you next week. And then it'll be your job to put those 6 in the right order. We'll show you those, as I say, next Sunday. But this Sunday, sit back, enjoy the 12 best goals chosen by you. Goal number 1 is by Ray Crawford of Charlton, scored against Millwall at the Den way back in August.
He's heading it down for Kinsey. He's got Peacock outside him. Good piece of play there by Peacock. Crawford. And a good shot on the turn by Crawford. Oh, magnificent goal by Ray Crawford. What a beautiful goal.
Ray Crawford, of course, now with Kettering. Goal number 2 is scored by Jimmy Pearce of Spurs. That's at Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park.
Now Gilzine taking advantage of that mistake by McCormick. Beautifully played. Oh, good goal! What a goal by Pearce!
Goal number 3, a thunderbolt from John Samuels of Arsenal. This came against Manchester United.
Aston. And now caught for Arsenal. Rice in now for Samuels. Still Samuels, and he's got a bang on him! Oh, magnificent goal! John Samuels! His first goal of the season!
Now a goal scored against the Arsenal by Alan Birchinall of Chelsea. That's at Stamford Bridge.
Beaten by McNabb. Bradford. For Baldwin. Collins. Birchinall laying it off for Baldwin, but so many red shirts are there. Here's Cook. Baldwin playing it off, beautiful Cook. Osgood in the middle and Birchinall too. Going in, great goal by Birchinall. Wonderful goal for Chelsea.
Goal number 5 by Barry Bridges of Queen's Park Rangers against Middlesbrough. But just watch the Marsh magic.
Rangers ball. Dave Clements. Marsh coming away from that defence. Beautiful skills. Oh, beautiful stuff by Marsh to Morgan. Bridges going in, and it's there! Bridges! Made for him by Marsh!
Goal number 6, Peter Osgood. How can you keep him out of it? Scored for Chelsea against West Bromwich Albion.
Eddie McCready. Hollins. To Cook. Taking on Cantello, attacking him as he ought to. And Osgood in! A great goal by Osgood! What a fine header by Osgood!
Goal number 7, George Graham of Arsenal. This one came against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park.
Radford going in again. And again. And now George Graham. A little 1-2, a chance for Graham. Oh, a magnificent goal by Graham. What a superb goal by Graham.
Goal number 8, one for West Ham fans, scored by Jeff Hurst against Derby County. But just watch this tremendous dribble by Trevor Brooking.
And West Ham really are taking some punishment now. Redknapp to Brooking. Good aggressive running here by Brooking. The fine best. And now to Brooking again. Still going on. And now to Hurst. And it's there for a magnificent goal by West Ham.
Now into the 3rd division, John Richardson of Fulham. This one came against Bristol Rovers.
Inside, almost into the path of Conway, cut out by Roberts. Callaghan. Jones. To Horn. Just going past the outstretched foot of Prince. To Conway. And in goes, oh, a magnificent goal by Richardson. What a goal!
Goal number 10 by Jimmy Greaves in happier days for Spurs against Derby County at White Hart Lane.
Goes with his head from corners, and perhaps Pearce will be aiming for him. Wignall right back with him. That's what England wants. And he's not going to get it. Kinnear back to Pearce again. Low and half Greaves! Oh, what a goal by Greaves!
Goal number 11, something to cheer all Watford fans after yesterday. Barry Endine for Watford against Leicester.
And Garvett going in, and indeed a goal! Oh, a beautiful goal! 2 goals in a minute!
And the last one, goal number 12, scored by Roger Hoy of Crystal Palace against Chelsea in a cup tie at Selhurst Park.
Hudson. A really strong tackle there by Payne. Loughlin, Hine playing it off for Loughlin. And the ball falling nicely for Hine. And there's Hoy! Oh, a great goal! Roger Hoy!
Well, I hope you enjoyed those golden goals just as much as I did. Remember, they were the 12 goals that you had chosen. And just to remind you that our golden goals panel will be sitting this week, and they will knock those 12 down to the final 6, which we shall show you on the big match next Sunday, remember, at 3:15. And then it's your turn to vote to put those 6 in the correct order to find the golden goals winner of 1970. That's all from the big match today. We leave you, of course, with another piece of action, and it's action surrounding our guest today, 18-year-old Alan Hudson, a youngster who's already had a season out of football with a knee injury. At the start of this season, he couldn't even get into the Chelsea side, but my goodness, what a difference he's made. Probably the most brilliant youngster in the British game today. This was Alan Hudson in action for Chelsea against Watford at Tottenham yesterday.
Well, Alan's got dribbling ability, but more than that, he's got the confidence to use it. Watch the way he takes his man on along the line, the acceleration there as he wriggles through along the byline and almost lays on a chance for Peter Housen, but Walker grabs the ball for safety. What I like about him is the pace which he weights his passes. Just watch here as he guides this one up the line for Charlie Cook. Right in his stride, perfectly weighted for him. And as this move breaks down here for a moment, you'll see the ball roll out to him again, and we can see the accuracy of his chip, which lays on this beautiful volley for Peter Houseman. And it's a fair old volley, that, and a good save from Walker. He plays in the middle of the field generally, but he's always ready to burst into the area. There's another beautifully placed ball up for Hutchinson along the line. Again, a great tribute to the weight of his passing, but he comes from the middle of the field suddenly like that into the area, these devastating runs that can cause danger and trouble for the opposition. And in fact, yesterday, it was one of these surges into the area in a sudden turn that schemed the important goal that put Chelsea on the road to Wembley.
There's Houseman outside him, Osgood in the middle.